We're going to start here, and we are going to talk about some stuff. All right, so here's January. This is Choices page.
Subscribed for 9 months.
Just so everybody's
Hey,
clear,
Blue.
this is Choices, and a lot of people are wondering why Choice is so complicit in Jinae very obviously viewbotting. Everybody knows it. Seems that I'm one of the only people that wants to say it, but here we are. That being said, here's the start of Choice's career. So we're going to lay out some bullet points on a graph. January 23rd, 2018. 8 viewers, 6 viewers, 6 viewers, 12 viewers, 8 viewers, 5, 6, 5, 16. Holy shit, that's a raid. 6, 6, 5. You guys get the picture here, right? January 1st, 2019. 45 viewers, clearly a raid. 8th of February, 2019. 6 average viewers, 6 peak viewers, testing audio. Well, that's awful strange. Testing audio, because the following stream, immediately 115 viewers, 77 average viewers, 87 average viewers, peaking well over 100. Keep in mind, this is back in 2018. Back then, this is top of the category viewership. 87 viewers, 105 viewers, 151, 110, 106. Weird. Just on the climb, I guess. So the reason here is the XLR mic. Yeah, sure. So this was brought to my attention by other streamers that were extremely popular at the time and were pushed out of the streaming space by Choice, and other streamers that viewbotted at the same time. Okay, and the other streamers that were there, they were either, you know, the leaders of prominent PvP guilds or extremely successful PvP players in the community, very well-known people making hundreds of guides, whatever. And Choice was kind of a nobody. Comes out of nowhere, and everybody got really upset because he was very clearly viewbotting when he started, right? That's it's pretty obvious to me, right? You look at it, like when I looked at it, I didn't even know, I didn't think to check, but look at all these viewer numbers. Look how consistent this is. Literally goes nowhere. And then all of a sudden, we test audio one time, and we never have under 50 viewers ever again. And any small creator in the Black Desert category or period knows this is not how growth works. This is not how it works. You don't just log in one day and then suddenly have 100 viewers and then never go back down again. That's not how it works. Now, to be clear, this is all circumstantial evidence. I can't prove necessarily that Choice is viewbotting, but I can present the evidence, just like I did with Jinae. But wait, there's another dot on the graph as of this morning.
Great idea. You like that? Hell yeah. You could probably put an ad bar at the bottom and call it good. Yeah, we'll see about that as well.
He's talking about his new application that he's making, the Grind Tracker app.
Something I've thought of too is not even an ad bar. So if you guys are familiar with Kick is a live streaming platform. I multi-stream on Twitch and Kick, and Kick pays you per viewer. So something I was thinking of doing as well is, what if I put my Kick stream as like an embed in the app, and every time a viewer, like every time my stream is there, every viewer Kick pays for. And so I'm thinking I probably don't even need to put much more than just my live stream there.
I agree. They don't need to do anything but put their lawyers up your ass for fraud. How about that?
And then if it counts as a viewer and that counts as money that Kick pays me, I could just be putting only my live stream. That's all I could put there. Just put like a Kick stream and then.
So if all of you thought, this was literally just this morning. If all of you thought that he's beyond this, he didn't actually viewbot, he's like, he doesn't know, he's not like this, that, and the other thing, he's complicit in all of this shit because he's done it himself before. And I'm going to be honest with you, the only kind of streamer that says to themselves, I should embed my stream into my brand new app is the same person who's already done shit like this before. The question has to be asked, Choice, how many times have you done this in the past? How many have you been embedding your stream? Is that how you got going in the first place? Is that where we kind of came from? Because if memory serves, and I do hate that Blue Squadron has such a good memory on these things. If memory serves correctly, 2 years ago when Land of the Morning Light Part 1 came out, holy shit, we're really rewinding here. You hated the fact that Garmoth.com was embedding their stream and their website and soaking the top of the category for 2,300 viewers. I remember it. So do the other streamers back then too. I remember you literally reached out to the people on Garmoth. What made it scummy? Garmoth was super scummy. They literally sat at the top of the category with an embedded stream, no chatters, and the way they got away with it with nobody reporting them was that they were recruiting for charity. That's right. That means all of the subscribers and donations that they got during that live stream were supposed to go to charity, except for, of course, the ad revenue, which they were able to still pocket, technically, right? So under the guise of charity, they were able to stream at the top of the category for 2,000 viewers, right? Well, eventually Garmoth got banned for that, and I think has learned their lesson. W Garmoth, right? It was a scummy thing to do, but you know what? They've learned their lesson, so W Garmoth. Choice, however, I remember Choice being in that fight because I was fighting the good fight back then too. I was a much, much smaller streamer at the time. I was just starting my YouTube, like I was making my choose your class guides on YouTube, and I was just starting to blow up, and I thought it was very frustrating. It was difficult for me to get higher in the category because of this embed streamer, whatever. And Choice helped me fight this guy. I remember. Everybody remembers F Extra Life embedding his stream, Purple Slushy. We did the whole embed drama, although he only embedded for like, I don't know, a few dozen viewers, whatever. Now you're talking about embedding, and this is the kicker. Funny because it's Kick, right? Kick does pay you per viewer on that platform, which makes me it makes you a shitload of money. To be clear, I have 30 viewers on Kick right now. They're making me probably as much money as YouTube is. And YouTube has like 300 viewers. Like, that's how good Kick money is. So Choice says to himself, I should embed my stream in my app. And bear in mind, let's be honest, guys. Do you think he's just going to embed it for Kick, or do you think that he's going to include other platforms too? God. I wonder. Now, that being said, embeds are not as successful on Twitch as they once were before. But on Kick, he says to himself, well, if they're paying me by the viewer, what if everybody that was on my app was technically counting as a viewer on my stream? And I guarantee you that if Kick heard you say that out loud, they would ban you from their platform immediately. If they catch you doing that, you're lucky if they don't sue you. There's no advertisements on Kick. It is Kick directly giving you money for the number of viewers that you have. So if you are in any way making your viewers fraudulent, you'll be lucky if Mythic Talent doesn't drop you too. I don't know what kind of delusional you have to be to talk about literally committing fraud on another streaming platform to your own audience and thinking to yourself, yeah, this will be an okay thing to say. I can't, like, if I was another BDO partner, I would be like, dude, what the f? Because again, the question has to be asked. Well, if you're willing to embed on your app, how long have you been cheating in other ways, right? You've been clearly okay with cheating on other things, right? I think he multi-streams to Kick. So he said this live on their platform. He literally said this live while he was streaming on the platform. Hey, I'm thinking about starting to cheat. Yeah, I can't get to the top of Kick all by myself. Yeah, it's tough to climb on your own, isn't it? That's hard, isn't it? It sucks to have to follow the rules when you're starting out on a new platform, doesn't it? Of course, you already know that because you know how hard it was to start on Twitch, don't you?